Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening to you all. How are we feeling? Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening to you all. How are we feeling? Good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling on top of the world.
Good.
Chatting with Manish, always a pleasure. Mr. Masters is in the house. We got Nemanja Vidić coming. And what's going on? What is going on? How many Manu fans in the house? Always the maximum number in India.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
Beto.
Beto.
In fact, you should be saying that to me.
Virajo. Back to the hood. Back to the hood. Home ground. What's going on, Manish?
Now listen, it's great to see you. I mean, last time we called up was 3 months ago. You were just announced as the Premier League's brand ambassador to India. You're mixing your skills out there with Nemanja Vidić earlier today. It seems to be going well, your new role.
Well, I have to say, it is a matter of great honor, a huge privilege to be the brand ambassador of the Premier League, which I genuinely believe is the best league in the world. Round of applause. You guys are missing your cue, guys.
Yeah.
Should we try that again?
Shall I hold a cue card saying applause?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Which I genuinely believe is the best league in the world. There you go. There you go. No, this is the truth. You know, the sheer entertainment value, man, just, you know, from just watching it. I've been into Premier League football now since the turn of the century, almost like 17, 18 years now. Hooked the minute it started getting telecast in India. And I watched my first Premier League match where I met you a day after.
We just showed the video. Can you imagine that being your first ever live Premier League game?
I can't believe it's
3 goals in 5 minutes.
It's the stuff of dreams. It's like straight out of a script. I'm watching Arsenal-Liverpool at the Emirates. You have that kind of a humdinger of a contest. I could not have asked for more. So many goals. I met so many of my footballing idols. I met Sadio Mane, Patrick Vieira. I was like jelly when I met Patrick Vieira. I was like, hey, this is Patrick Vieira at the Emirates. So being an Arsenal fan, you have to understand the sentiment. All this is a huge deal for me, just coming back to being the brand ambassador. First, it initially started as just excitement. You know, something that I'm so into. To be selected as the brand ambassador, it was just sheer excitement. And then it kind of dawned on me that it comes with a sense of responsibility. You know, you have to, I feel like I now have a role in growing and developing the sport of football and promoting sports culture in India. So I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I get to watch matches. You know, I get to be a part of these wonderful initiatives like the Premier Skills Initiative.
Which you saw today,
Yes, I get to meet these legends. It's a real trip. It's surreal. It's like my Twitter bio says. It's like living the dream.
Why did you choose Arsenal?
Okay.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with Arsenal. I'm just asking, you know.
But Why does your tonality have that undercurrent of?
It's not meant to. It's because I'm a Leicester fan. It just came, it came out naturally.
I like Jamie Vardy.
Yeah,
I think
he's having a party all the time. Yeah.
So, Arsenal, because my history with football, it started in the early 90s. You know, we used to watch World Cup football. That was the kind of football that we had access to watching.
Yeah.
So I started with Roberto Baggio and the likes. You know, I was a huge fan of the Italy national squad. Brazil, of course, 96, 98, started growing up a little more, getting more and more into football. We started getting access to video games. You know, that kind of, you know, you learn the names.
Yeah.
And then you see the same people.
Yeah.
So it was with international football. And then league football started being telecast, you know, and once I started watching the Premier League, I was hooked, instantly hooked. And at the time, just so happened that Arsenal was going through the purple patch, as they say. The Invincibles were playing at the time. Vieira, Lundberg, Pires, Thierry, the King, Henry.
Adams,
I mean,
come on.
Yeah, I mean, that squad playing the most three-dimensional, never been witnessed before kind of football. I was like, look at this team. Look at how they play. They play the game in a principled way, the way football should be played, playing it well, winning, and making it look damn good. That's why Arsenal.
Okay, now, so how about... Listen, here we go. If you had the choice, one choice, to choose between Arsenal winning the Premier League or India winning the World Cup.
India winning the World Cup. Come on, I don't even have to think about that.
All right. I just had to test you on that one. Just
Come on, that's a no-brainer.
So when you met Patrick Vieira and the way your knees wobbled, as you've already just mentioned, did you have an insight as to what it's like then to be a Man fan, to be a fan of someone when you yourself have so many million fans?
I had two incidents. The latter one being with Patrick Vieira.
Yeah.
But the first one was with Thierry Henry. You know, he happened to come to Mumbai some time ago. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it to meet him that night. But I hustled. I gathered a bunch of friends and I made it. And, you know, I was in this, my heart was beating fast and I was trying to get there. And I entered the room and I laid eyes on him. And suddenly, all the emotions that I felt watching him play, they all started surging through me. And I was almost moved to tears just seeing this man in person. I have such great reverence. He's one of my favorite footballers of all time.
Yeah.
And the way he was with me, Manish, with such grace, such a humble guy.
He's a cool dude. Yeah.
He's like completely a gentleman. And charismatic to another level. The amount of patience he showed with not just me, with everybody who was excited to meet him, you know, it changed me forever. And this is very recently. I have so much more value and respect for the fan-celebrity engagement, you know, that I understand. I used to wonder, how is it that some people meet you and they're in tears?
Yeah.
You know, I used to find, I had not experienced that myself. So I used to wonder about it. But having been through it, you know, this is the kind of inspiration your idol gives you.
Yeah.
You know, he, after my interaction with him, it's made me more kind, more humble, more generous. The way he treated people, I watch him, admire him, take inspiration from him, and I try and pay it forward because he inspires me. You try to pay that goodness forward.
Yeah.
One of the most memorable interactions of my life. Sorry, can I ask you to leave from there? It's distracting. Come.
It's all happening.
Yeah. He's just like right behind Manish's head.
I thought you were looking at me a bit funny, I'll be honest.
And then at the Emirates, Kate was there. And I was with my best friend who actually initiated me. He is large part of the reason I became an Arsenal fan is because I used to watch with him. And he was already so passionate about the North London team.
Yeah.
So we were pitchside. We finished all our responsibilities. It was wonderful to be pitchside at the Emirates. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous stadium. And Sadio Mane came out to kind of get a feel of the atmosphere, just get a, feel it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Shook hands with him. I was like, yes, Sadio Mane. And then we were walking through the tunnel. We were done. We were walking through the tunnel. My friend Karan, he was walking ahead of me. And now I want you to imagine, I'm at the end of the tunnel, and I'm walking through, and I'm seeing Karan is walking in front of me, and he makes the turn. And as soon as he makes the turn, he goes like, oh my God. So I was like, what's going on here? What's going on? What's going on? And he was bumbling, so he couldn't indicate or communicate to me in that state what he was trying to say. So I was like, what is going on here? And I took the turn. I was like, oh my God. It was Patrick Vieira. He's an imposing figure.
He is, yeah.
Somebody who I'd never, in my wildest imagination, think that I'd get to meet standing in front of me. It was one hell of a moment.
Yeah.
One I'll never forget. I have a picture. So I'm fanboying like crazy over the footballers that I meet. These are people you see on television, cheer for, that you have a sentiment, emotional connection with, because you feel for your team. You watch them week after week. So meeting these people, meeting Henry, meeting Perez, meeting Vieira, meeting Vidić, it's surreal.
Hi, this is Ejaz Khan and you're watching Viral Bollywood. कॉलर पकड़, झटका दे, कान के नीचे फटका दे, ले कोपचे में अटका दे और जो वायरल के सामने आवे उसको झटका दे.